Okay, you guys, this is the last video of the day. This is R&B Divas, season 3, episode, I think this is episode 3. We start off with, and I don't have no notes on this either, so I'm kind of just watching it go. So we start off with, Kiki and her brother Kiefer, that's sitting down talking about this whole pregnancy situation, and she goes in to take the pregnancy test, and it comes out that she is not pregnant, which is a great thing because Kiki don't need no more damn children. So she is happy about that, but she does need to find out, why she's kind of having these moves and all these situations. Selena and Angie Stone are at the place of basketball. She said they work out sometimes, so they out playing basketball or whatnot and just having a good time. And they just talk about Angie. Selena was kind of tickled that Angie had a whistle, actually, playing the game. So that was kind of funny. So anyway, they playing the basketball. So they talk about what happened the other night at the engagement party, how Kiki kind of just went off. And so they just basically talk about how they spent so much time going over these arguments and trying to stop these arguments. They haven't really had time to make something happen, which I agree. Like the other R&B divas in LA, they kind of got it on. They got on it and they got it done, But these ladies, they're just having a really hard time with getting together. I understand with Nikki Gilbert, but she gone, so we need to kind of just work on this. So basically, they're going to Angie and Selena working together, so make sure that the ladies are bonding together and kind of to get it together so they can keep moving and kind of do some music and get paid. That's their main concern, is to make some money off of this whole R&B Divas platform. So then we move on to Kiki at home with the family. It's a holiday. I think it's Christmas. So she's talking about cooking and all that stuff, and everybody's there. And then for some reason, some kind of way, her mom and her brother have this big argument. I don't even really know how it popped off, to be honest, but they just had this stupid argument on the screen. And then her mom stormed out, looking, slammed the door. She looking crazy, the brother looking crazy, and they just talking about how the house is just a AWire, so many people in the house, and I don't even know how the argument started, but I just don't think. What my opinion about the argument is, he was really disrespectful to his mom. We don't know the history and everything like that, but I just don't feel like it's ever a situation where you have to be disrespectful. Like, you can walk out, you can not say anything, you can ignore, but never a situation where you have to be disrespectful. So I definitely do see, there are some issues in the family. It's a lot of family, it's a lot of kids, but I just don't condone the whole disrespect situation. That's just me. That's just the way I was grew up. Then we go ahead and move on to, my foot is swollen, y'all. I don't know what happened. Angie Stone and her daughter. We introduced to her daughter, Diamond. She looks just like her. She got in the studio. She sounds just like her. And they was basically just, talking about their relationship and how she feels abandoned by her mom because her mom was an artist back when she was getting, older, when she was younger, and she wasn't really there the whole time. Her parents, Andy's parents, kind of took over and took care of her. So she's kind of just venting about, her daughter was just venting about that. And I think that's going to be the issue. She kind of falls into that victim of, not having a parent around as much. So that's where her and Angie struggle, but she does have a great voice, and Angie does want to be there for her music career. So the ladies meet up at a round table again. All the ladies are there, and they start talking about how to make this money when it comes to their voices. So everybody, just kind of throwing out ideas. This time, Selena has an idea on paper, so you can't say she or her team or anybody did or said nothing. Like, you agree to it, it's on paper. So she puts her ideas out there, and she mentioned something about singing background. Camila kind of got a screw face because she's not really comfortable with singing background. But she didn't really say nothing at the time. LaTavia voiced how she is kind of still nervous to pursue, app music and to go ahead and put her talent back out there. So, you know, but she is definitely did agree to still do it, and she still wants to make sure that everything goes right. And Angie's just concerned, you know, about her insecurities on stage, but she did agree to kind of making it happen. So they all basically kind of hold hands and agreeing, we're going to do this, 1, 2, 3, team. Boom. So this is now the R&B Divas situation. So Camila and LaTavia meet up, and LaTavia is just voicing to Camila, you know, how she's nervous and how if she's not comfortable, she's not going to sing. So they basically are out shopping and just kind of talk about, you know, about the concert, and it's a one night only situation. She told us, you know, it's a good idea, you know, they made a good effort, you know, but it's always a but. And then she basically, you know, basically Camila's butt is that, you know, she hoped they could pull it off as a group. But LaTavia's butt, so, you know, her voice and her singing reservation. She feel like the other divas are not really, you know, she don't feel like she might fit in, or. And I told y'all on one of these videos that her voice did sound kind of weak to me. Like, even when they was all at the Roundtable in the first episode and everybody singing, like, LaTavia just came in. That's a weak one to me. Now, I like LaTavia and all that stuff, but her voice is not as strong. Like, we already know Kiki is a powerhouse. But, I mean, these other ladies do have a strong voice. LaTavia is just not as strong in her voice. I don't know what it's about, but I just did not pick it up. And so now she's basically voicing that to us, that she does have concerns, she does have nervousness. She was never a solo artist like the rest of them. So then I understand this is where it's coming from. So, let's see. And so she's just basically kind of telling Camila, you know, that she just can't really even believe that she agreed to do it, because now she's just like really nervous about how things are going to turn out. So she's going to, you know, she said she's getting with vocal coaches and all that stuff to try to work on her craft. So then we move on to, already talked about Angie and her daughter Monifa and LaTavia. So Monifa's in the studio singing some song. It sounds really good. So guys walked in, her producer and I think her manager or something like that, they walk in, and so they kind of go over a couple of things, and then LaTavia comes in, so they kind of leave out so her and LaTavia can have a one-on-one. And so she's talking to LaTavia about basically, LaTavia is talking to Monifa because, you know, Monifa told her that she can relate to her. She's been where she's been, coming out of, you know, just being sober and just substance abuse and all stuff. So she came over to have a one-on-one with her, and so she kind of tells her, you know, that, you know, when things hit, you know, her life kind of spiraled. She went to substance abuse, alcohol, and she was just like, and now she was just like, she's not really confident in her voice. So, you know, Monifa did, you know, was a listening ear and everything, and she just told her, like, you know, so are you saying to me that you just don't want to sing? Like, do you ever want to sing? So LaTavia was just like, you know, I understand where Monifa's coming from as far as pushing her to sing again, because if it's something you love, you're going to always love it. You know, you just might take a break off, but you're going to always love it. But LaTavia also says, you know, she understands where she's coming from, but she kind of wants her to just kind of feel where she is now. And she know, basically, she don't want to sing right now. Honestly, I mean, that's basically what I'm getting for LaTavia right now. She don't want to sing. So, what I'm confused about is this is R&B Divas. Producer should have known this. Why is she on the show if she don't want to sing? Is she going to stop them from having a showcase? Is she going to stop them from having a concert? Like, why is she here if she doesn't want to sing? So, I'm hoping that eventually she starts to sing and stop doing this, because, you know, maybe that's why she got put out of Justin Child. Like, I don't know, but she's kind of timid and not really strong as the other ladies, and that could be the reason. Like, you just never know. So she tells Monifa basically that she don't want to sing. You know, Monifa just kind of looking like, oh my God, you know. So then we go on over to let's see, where did we go to next? Where do I want to go? Oh, then we move over to Kiki and her brother Kiefer, her mom, that's sitting down at the table. They just kind of talking about the fight that happened on the holiday and how they kind of just don't want that to keep happening, and they really need to try to kind of sit down and talk to somebody like as a family. So, you know, the mom is pretty genuine in what she's saying and how she feels, and they are as well. So they're going to decide to go ahead and do a family counseling session because they kind of just want to, they recommend it for their mom to have somebody to talk to, but then they do need to go ahead and do a family session before they, you know, basically kill each other, because they have like major fallout, drag out fights, obviously. Alright, so we get into the end. Angie and her boyfriend for 6 years. I think his name was, what was his name? It's a familiar name because I didn't see it before. Anyway, her boyfriend, I think, for 8 years. She said they've been together for 8 years. So they start, Ashanti, that's his name. So they start talking about the whole relationship with Diamond and Angie. And he basically, you know, she's talking about the guilt she feels. And he basically is like, you know, when are you going to get over this guilt? You know, she's an adult. She's old enough to make her own decision. Angie was like, you know, she's going down a path where I wouldn't necessarily want my daughter to go. I'm assuming this is talking about the Smoke and Ride song that she made. Maybe she smoked weed. We all do. Whatever. So she was just talking about her concerns about the daughter. He's talking about how she's an adult and she's now able to make her own decisions. So let her make her own decisions. Let her live her life. But, you know, still be there as a parent. So they kind of talk about that. And so she goes over to, you know, talk to her daughter and just tell her, you know, that she loves her and that she's going to be there for her. And, you know, she apologized for not being there as much. And, you know, she just kind of want to basically start over. They hug it out. She loves her. She loves her too. And that's it. So now we got a meeting with the girls to go ahead and start out with planning this concert. So all the girls meet up and whatnot. And so everybody starts talking about this. Camila does come out and say, you know, she did have some concerns that she did not address in the beginning. And that was the whole singing background. So she explained to them why she doesn't like to sing background and, you know, how it affected her when she did it. So Selena just kind of let her know, you know, because there are no rules, you can kind of do what you want to do. If you want to sing background, no. If you don't want to sing background, cool. She's like, but your vocals are talented. She's like, and being able to sing background is also a talent. So she kind of persuaded her to let her know that even though you sing in background, it's not a downgrade for you. This is a one night only showcase that we're doing as R&B Divas. So, you know, it's on you to make that decision. And I understood where Camila was coming from as far as her reasons for not wanting to sing background. But like I feel, you know, this is a one night only. This is to benefit the R&B Divas. This is to go, you know, possibly a DVD or something like that. Like, why waste that opportunity because you don't want to sing background? Like, you're going to get your solo option or whatever. But, you know, it's the fun part about it is singing background for each other. Like, everybody knows that you're an artist in your own right. Everybody knows that you have a voice. So it's not like you are dimming down your light or diminishing your talent because you're singing in the background behind some other talented women. Like, everybody knows that this is a one-hour showcase. So stop tripping, Camila. Seriously. So, for some reason, and I don't even know why, Angie's daughter walks into the meeting. And everybody's kind of looking strange. Selena is like, you know, who is this diva? She was just like, hi. And she was like, I think she's interrupting our business session, you know, but she didn't say it out loud. She said it to professional. Monifa, again, is looking like, you know, what the hell? This, I understand it's your daughter, but we conducted business. It was just an awkward situation. So, you know, Angie was just kind of telling her she's my daughter. She's trying to, you know, break into the industry. She's a singer, and she just kind of wanted to come in and hang out with us. She looks up to these ladies, so she wanted to just kind of hang out with these ladies. So they kind of just gave it a pass and moved on. So that was pretty much the episode. It wasn't as good. This episode was kind of boring, but, you know, I got to bring it to you guys. So that was R&B Divas. Like I said, this is season 3, and this is, I want to make sure, because y'all know, I don't know. I'm just gonna pull this up. And so, yeah, I'm glad I'm getting these out because, y'all, I cannot watch anybody else's reviews until I do mine. So I have not been able to watch nobody's Love and Hip Hop, nobody's R&B Divas, and nobody's Hollywood Exes, and I want to watch everybody, so I'm glad I'm getting these out. Finally, this is the last one because I want to see everybody's reviews, you know what I mean? Just to kind of hear what you guys have to say about it. Y'all know who my faves are, so yeah, I want to see everybody's show and everybody's review. So I did want to just kind of come back and finish this up. This week, we are done. This is Hollywood Exes. And I keep forgetting, y'all. Season 3, Episode 1. That's up. Love and Hip Hop Season 3, Episode 1 and 2 is up. And now we're done with this one, which is R&B Divas. And this one is R&B Divas Episode 3. Season 3, Episode 3. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching, you guys. I do want you to definitely like, comment, subscribe, y'all. I need more subscribers. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Peace.